So what we have here is improper adhesion of the outer coat. I could skin this whole house just by pulling on it with my hands. We have extremely thin base coat. It's powdery and dry, wasn't cured right. It's got a ton of bounce in the wall. Movement and stucco's bad. You know, as you can see, just tapping it makes it worse. We're gonna put the patch in here is going to be a combination of fast-setting cement mixed with Insul Bond insulation adhesives. So what I'm going to have in here is going to stick better. We're going to come in on top of this gray coat, and we're going to put in an acrylic adhesive and fortifier to give the color patch something to stick to. So yeah, it's a pretty typical for a job out here. It's done by unskilled labor, blow and go developers, and they just, as long as it looks okay, they move on. They don't care about the quality of what things look like. I mean, it got me a day's work today, but you know, it's a day's work that the owner of this house shouldn't have had to pay for. We fortified the surface with the acrylic bonder, and now I've got my custom blended low temp patches in. We're giving them a little heat to make sure they activate. 15 or 20 minutes from now, the fill-ins ought to be hard, and we can go color code over. This area here, looking at it now again, this whole corner has been patched. You can kind of see the line right through center of frame now. It's not a bad patch job. Their connection could have been better, but it's one of those things where this thing's had problems probably right since it was built. The corner we took out down there, 2/3 of that was a patch as well. You can see the part still, zoom in here, right there, you still see a portion of the patch there. My color match is going to be a compromise of the various patches and the actual original stucco on this. The acrylic stucco is actually a very good product, an insulation product. The trouble is unskilled labor installing it. I was very, very big in the 90s. Everybody's getting new and started with it. And so heavy building industry, people are really throwing it out there and not fully understanding how every part of the system works together. Additional problem we're not fixing on this house, maybe we will in the future, so I do have a color match done, is woodpeckers have been hitting this gable vent trim pretty good. So it's one drawback about the foam is that it's very soft and the birds get in on it and really hammer stuff up. So that's where that one patch was. It hasn't dried all the way yet. Slight color change. It takes about a season for dust to settle into the stucco, for the shine to come off the mud and everything. But once that lighter color dries dark, because it's light that dries dark, this should be a pretty good patch. And we're coming over here to this one, and I'm about ready to put texture on this one and let it dry in. Quite a bit more dirt on this wall, so it's going to take a little time for this one to be able to settle in over time, but it's not too bad. So anyway, side of the door there and under the window. It's going to take about a season for the dust to land on the texture right, and for it to finish drying. We're about 3-4 hours from it being dry, and so you can see it pretty clearly there. But once it's weathered in for a season, it'll lose its shine, and once the spring winds come, it'll lose its brightness, its newness. So anyway, we're done here. Got a couple buckets of stuff and we're gone.